guys can't tell this just by looking at me, but both of my parents are not cool. My dad's Jewish, my mom's Dwight from The Office. Miss, you have to look at me for that joke to work. No, you, miss, stop looking at your phone, look at me, I look like Dwight. She's not gonna look at me. It was you, yes. Yes, I look like Dwight from The Office, pay attention to me. Thank you. She did the see no evil, hear no evil thing behind you. You didn't see it because you can't see behind you. My parents were super supportive about my being gay, which was really sweet and kind of a surprise because I am not gay. I get why they thought that though. In high school, I had a nickname, Gay Steve. But that was only because I told them not to call me Jew Steve. I think I made the right choice. Those nicknames were both given to me by my bully, Straight Steve, who now goes by Stephanie. I want you all to know I'm a trans ally. When I saw Stephanie at our high school reunion, I took her aside and we buried the hatchet. And then I buried my dick in her pussy. Ally. And I treated her like I would treat any other woman, okay? I did not make her come. Sorry for looking at you on that. I want you to know that I do know how to make women come. I just choose not to because I'm a feminist and I would never take a job away from a woman. Ally. Wait, there's more. You can't say that's the best one of the night when there are still more jokes to go. Calm the fuck down, miss. I met the perfect woman recently. She was hot, funny, smart, and had a great job, so I can finally quit this and follow my childhood dream of guessing quantities of things inside of jars. That was way funnier than that, you guys. Thank you. She was so hot, I started to think to myself, maybe she's the one. Maybe she's the one that I should open up to. Maybe she's the one that I should let inside of my butthole. But then I realized she was talking the entire time I was thinking that. I apologized and said, can you repeat yourself? And then she said, yes, you do have autism. And I was like, that's a weird thing to say on a first date. And then she said, this is not a date, it's a doctor's appointment. Yeah, I just found out that I'm autistic 2 months ago. Maybe somebody could have told me sooner. People did try to tell me. But they were autistic, so I didn't listen to them. What, you think your experience is enough to explain something to me? Get out of here. No, I just figured it was like when my gay friends told me they thought I was gay. I just figured that my autistic friends wanted blowjobs. Turns out they didn't want those blowjobs. I mean, they took them, but they didn't want them. I'm really bad at reading social cues. I feel like my parents probably should have gotten me tested earlier. I mean, there were signs, like back in middle school when I spent an entire month speaking with a Cockney orphan's accent. But that was only because I was getting bullied and I wanted them to stop. So each time they hit me, I would say, please sir, may I have some more? It worked. Too well. One of the kids committed suicide. It was 20 years later, and in the note it said it was because of his wife leaving him. But don't mess with me or else you'll die in 20 years. The people who laughed at that are awesome. The rest of you like bullies. Fuck you. Also, they probably could have gotten me tested because I memorized every single Pokemon in order of how hot they were. That's right, Bulbasaur can get it. Bulbasaur's thick like a Pixar mom. Bulbasaur is a cartoon character that I want to fuck.
Good shit, got it all.
I think they just had a stroke, I'm not sure. Okay, no. Maybe it was a heart attack, I don't know. I get why my parents didn't get me tested. It's because I grew up in Florida, and you can't get tested for autism in Florida because they don't have autism in Florida. To have autism in Florida, Florida would have to get science. Yeah, nice California audience. I did that joke in Pennsylvania and they all got butt tight. That's where we vacation, fuck you. It's a horrible place. Full of mosquitoes and alligators. Someone just said yes, encouragingly. Thank you. I feel like I live in New York City now, and I feel like living in New York City as an autistic is much easier than living in Florida as an autistic, because I don't like making eye contact. I'll do it, but I don't like it. And growing up in Florida, if I didn't make eye contact, somebody might shoot me. But in New York City, if you do make eye contact, I will shoot you. Sometimes I'll get excited and forget to eat because I'm working on a project. And in Florida, somebody might say something like, "That boy is touched in the head." But in New York City, if you forget to eat because you're excited, people are just like, "That's intermittent fasting." Somebody just pops out and says, "You're a skinny bitch." By the way, that was an impression of a straight man in Manhattan. That's just how we talk out there. Hey, I'm walking here. Yeah, fist bump on the table, sir. Nice. Are you the person that said yes earlier? I like how expressive you are. You are not autistic. Don't take the test. You don't need it. You're very normal. Also, I'd probably, oh wait, no, that's a different direction. Let's not go there, guys. That's too dark for you guys. That's for New York City. Also, I've learned so much about autism since then. I've been reading up on it and studying. Did you know that autistic people have their own dating app? It's called Twitter. Also, we have something called info dumping, which I apparently have been doing my entire life. It's where we just dump info on normal people. And when you let us, it's very healing for us. But all of my life, I've been doing that. And people would just respond, "Shut up, Steven, let somebody else talk!" And then I cry. But now that I'm an autistic, I can reply, "No, you shut up! That's a violation of the American Disabilities Act!" Now be quiet for the next 45 minutes while I describe which Dragon Ball Z characters can take Wonder Woman in bed. Also, I found out that autistic people age more slowly. It's true. They say black don't crack. They say Asian don't raisin. And they say autistic people don't age very quickly because even though we're having very complex emotions, the information isn't going from our brain to our face. Therefore, we're not making wrinkles because we're not breaking down our collagen. Did you know that collagen is the second most prominent compound in the body after water? Did you know that collagen is the most prominent dry protein in the body? There are 16 types of collagen, but collagens type 1 through type 5 make up 99% of all of the collagen in your body. I think I just came. I'll check later. There are a lot of people that I know who have since then said, "You're not autistic, Steven. You can't be autistic." And then I say, "Why can I not be autistic?" And then they say, "I know someone who is autistic." And then I say, "Oh, who was the person that you know who was autistic?" And then they say, "My 8-year-old nephew." And then I say, "I am nothing like an 8-year-old, so I cannot be like your autistic 8-year-old nephew." I am nothing like an 8-year-old, okay? Because the difference between me and an 8-year-old is that an 8-year-old could never please your wife. Yeah, my brother-in-law didn't like that. My whole family's not talking to me now. I don't know why. Did you say Oh, well, fair enough. I've got 5 younger sisters. 5 younger sisters. I repeated it for your date because he looks dumb. Don't worry, I didn't write that about you. I wrote that about my friend who looks dumb. You look a lot like him. My sisters told me I cannot tell that joke to women because it's offensive. Thank you so much. I forgot to drink the other beer. Did you bow to me? Oh man. I think he might be autistic. Where were we? 5 sisters. Oh, my sisters told me I'm not allowed to tell that joke to women because it might be offensive. I said, why? But they won't explain, so maybe we can try. I've got 5 younger sisters. 5 younger sisters. I repeated it for your date because she's just a woman. I don't understand. Why is it wrong? Because I'm just a man? Alright. I feel like the beer was at the wrong moment, but I told him to come randomly at any time and bring me a beer. I told him to follow his gut. Follow his gut right into the middle of that joke. Please make sure to tip your servers really, really well. I asked him to do that. He's a great guy. I'm a great uncle. My sister just had her first kid. I'm straight crushing this uncle game. I'm the MVP, most valuable uncle. The P is silent. There's really only one rule to being a great uncle. I think we all know it. Say it with me. Don't be a pedophile! Not a problem for me because A, I am not a pedophile, and B, my nephew is fat. Even though he's fat, he's pretty cool. He just learned to talk recently, and he's been saying all sorts of words, but he doesn't know all of the words because he's still dumb. So sometimes he'll replace the word spicy in front of things to fix that. Like he doesn't know how to say seltzer water, so he just says spicy water. And recently we saw a snake, and he didn't know what that was, so he just called it a spicy lizard. And also, I've got 5 sisters, so he doesn't know the word uncle, so I'm just his spicy aunt. Pretty accurate. Having so many sisters really helped me learn how to talk to women. I've never had any problems talking to women. Like if a lady asks me, how do I look today? I know the answer isn't, you look beautiful today. No, that's a trap. The correct answer is, you look ugly. And then you push her over. Or if a lady asks me to be rough with her at the end of the date, I'll just grab her by the wrist and then I'll say, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? And then I'll push her over. Or when my ex, no, these are just jokes. Don't worry. When women ask me to be rough with them, I've watched porn, I know. The beer was great, the joke I feel bad about. When my ex-fiance and I got engaged on the beach, she started crying. I knew exactly what to do. I stood up and I pushed her in the water. She was the one who got away. It was a riptide. I miss her, I do. I was watching a movie this morning, and one of the scenes reminded me of her, and I just started crying for the rest of the porno. Hey guys, if you're gonna talk in the front row, you have to talk directly to me. What's going on? What are you guys talking about? It was okay. What happened? Your car is getting towed? Oh my God. Can anybody drive her home? Oh. Nobody drive her home. doesn't want to go. Why don't you want to go home? Is everything okay at home? Okay. I didn't say you were being rude. I just have ADHD, so you talking during my set is a violation of the American Disabilities Act. I'm having a good time. Do you want me to bring you home? Think about that. My dad is Jewish and my mom is Christian, so religion's always been a really important part of my atheism. I think it's weird that I'm an atheist because I make so many women say, "Oh God." Like, "Oh God, Steve. Oh God, Steve. Oh God, could you shut the fuck up?" That one was just for the three of us. I'm a certified bachelor. Back in the day, a certified bachelor meant a guy who didn't need women because he was gay. But now it means I don't need women because I have Pornhub. And I'm a little gay. But just like a little gay. Like, I'm a Kinsey 1, okay? You guys know the Kinsey scale in here? Kinsey scale works. Kinsey 0, totally straight. Kinsey 6, totally gay. Kinsey 3, totally selfish. Kinsey scale got invented when Dr. Kinsey said to himself, "Hey, how can I make sex cooler? Oh, I know, I'll add math." Since I'm a Kinsey 1, that means I'm mostly straight, but incidentally gay. I know, you're like, what does incidentally gay mean? It means that there was an incident in camp. Mostly straight, but incidentally gay means I don't love Lady Gaga, but I can name at least 3 of her songs. 3 people here just figured out that they're a Kinsey 1. When I found out that I was autistic, I had to tell people because that was fun. I called my dad and I said, "Dad, I'm autistic." And he said, "Oh, that's cool. I've been watching a show about that on Netflix. I've got to go." Yes, there is. Yes, The Office. Thank you for setting that up. Maybe after the show you can know, okay. I'm not taking it there. I called my ex-fiance and I was like, "Hey, do you remember that time that we were on a vacation in Taos, New Mexico, and we were hiking underneath the stars? And I told you that there's an 85% chance that any aliens humans ever meet will look like crabs. And you said to me, 'Steven, that's the most autistic thing I've ever heard.' And I said to you, 'Wow.' And then you got turned on for some reason and we made love under the stars. Well, I just wanted to call to let you know that you've got a disability fetish." Nope, okay, too hard for you guys. We won't end there. I just went to the Mexican restaurant next door. It is delicious. Every time we go to a Mexican restaurant, my dad feels the need to habla español. As you guys can all imagine, it's que problematico. Mainly because my dad does not habla español. Every time it shows, "Ah, mi amigo. Uh-oh. Looks like mi familia is muy embarazada." I taught that my dad that embarazada means embarrassed. It doesn't. It means pregnant. I was a bartender, so I know kitchen Spanish. Kitchen Spanish works like this. Lechuga means lettuce. Salsa means salsa. And baño means cocaine. Guys, thank you so much. You've been very sexually attractive. I've been Steve Cohen. Give it up for your host.
Steve is going, you guys.